Hello, everybody, and thank you very much for joining us for this live streaming event. Welcome from Overloud and THU. For those who are not familiar with what THU is, it's a complete guitar software suite, including a lot of amplifiers, effects, cabs, and many features. Very, very useful for all guitar players. We collaborate a lot with many artists who are giving us a lot of feedbacks to make our software even better. And we also released some signature pack, like the one we are introducing for you today. We released it a few days ago, and is the signature pack for Marty Friedman, a real guitar icon for decades. So no more talking from me, and let's welcome Mr. Marty Friedman. Hey, Marty. Hey, we can't hear you. We need your microphone to be turned on.
Am I turned on?
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm
now
all
you
turned
are.
on now. What's
Hi,
going on,
Marty.
my brother?
I'm fine, and you?
Great to see you. Great to see you. Thanks
It's
to
so good to
everybody
see
who's
you.
here. Yeah, and this is going to be fun. Thanks for doing this pack for me. I'm just blown away about the great work that you've done, and no one knows my playing better than you do. I mean, you've seen it all over the place. So this is going to be good fun.
Thank you very much. We're honored to have you in our artist roster, of course, and we can't wait to hear you playing. So, if you want to start playing, feel free to do it.
Yeah, well, here's one of the things that when we first started talking about doing this, you were like, let's go for that tone that you got on Tibet, that song
Yeah,
Tibet. And I'm going to play a little bit, and then maybe I'll give you a little funny story about that song. Maybe I've told you the story, but not the people listening.
of course.
But anyway, I'm going to start playing now, and then let's just kind of play it by ear, yeah?
Okay, of course.
So Tibet goes. When I play, I'm going to go off the mic, but kind of watch me. So if I want to talk and while I'm playing, that's here we go. Here we go.
very, very cool. We are actually talking about some stories about Tibet and the tone. So please feel
Yeah,
free to.
yeah. So this is how that tone happened. I was recording an album called Scenes, and that was supposed to be kind of my first kind of mellow album, kind of romantic and quiet with clean tones and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And but I never thought about what guitar I was going to use. I just had a bunch of guitars there. Most of them were Jacksons and Carvins and stuff like that. And so when I was in the studio, it was in a studio called Sound City in L.A. And
Wow.
that's a famous studio. I think Nirvana and was there, and Fleetwood Mac, and everybody recorded there. But I was recording there, and one day this girl walks into the studio, really good-looking girl, walking in with a guitar case. And it's very weird for somebody to just walk into a studio while you're recording. But anyway, this girl walked into the studio, and she says, I heard you were here, and I brought this guitar for you. Thought you might want to play it. And I like did not even care about the guitar. I'm just like, this girl's hot. I don't care what she's bringing in here. Oh yeah, 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 yeah. Come on in, and let's hang out sometime. And just put the guitar over there. And I started chatting up with the girl for a while, and then and she left the guitar with me, and I put the guitar like somewhere like in the corner of the studio and forgot about it for like a couple weeks. And then I did my guitars last on that record. Everything else I did first. I did all the keyboards and all the bass and all that stuff first. And so when it came time to do the guitars, I was trying to get a good clean sound, and they weren't happening. I wasn't getting a great clean sound. I had great lead sounds, solos and things like that. But like songs like Valley of Eternity, that type of thing, I didn't have a guitar that really sounded good on that. So
Uh-huh.
the engineer said, dude, what about the guitar that chick brought a couple weeks ago? Guitar probably sucks. Forget about it. But we don't have any good guitar sounds right now, so let's try it anyway. So what? He plugged it directly into the board, and there was like a rack mount. There was like no amp or anything. Just plugged it directly into a quadriverb. I don't
Yes.
know. It's kind of dating us all by saying quadriverb, but we plugged it into a quadriverb, didn't touch a thing, and out came that sound. Out came the sound. And I'm like, oh my God, what's that sound? Don't touch a thing. Don't adjust anything. The guitar was a Fernandez guitar, and I had heard of that company, but I'd never played one of their guitars. And
Uh-huh.
if their representative is as cute as that girl was, I would have tried anything. But plugged it right into the board, no EQs, no nothing. Whatever the random preset was on the quadriverb, that was the sound. I said, don't touch anything. I'm going to play all the guitars on all the clean guitars on this album right now with this sound. I don't want to change a thing. So we just went through all the clean sounds with a really, really nice sound that had. And that was really it.
Uh-huh.
That was
Yeah.
really it. And of all the sounds that I've gotten over the years, that's the one sound that people have asked me most about.
Uh-huh. But actually, starting from that story, we started from that point to create that preset. Because actually, you remember the right number of the preset. It was like the 14 or
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
21,
It
something like
was
that.
called
So,
Wet Rhythm Guitar.
yeah. So we actually got a quadroverb, and we actually started it absolutely on that preset. So we created this model that is called Eternity. And actually, you can see there's chorus level, delay level, reverb level. So in a way, we created the same preset inside a component. So we created then the preset to let you play that song, the specific song that is this one. So there's the Eternity, an EQ, and a compressor. So no amp simulation, because you told us that actually you just plugged the guitar into the desk. So we wanted to recreate exactly the same environment. And actually, in the end, listening to you playing, I think it's a good job, because the sound you're playing now is really, really cool.
Now, can you recreate that girl who brought the guitar?
I can try. Well, considering the year that album was released, maybe that girl now is a MILF.
Well,
But we can
well, yeah.
try to search for her.
Yeah.
Maybe she's watching these live streaming. So come on.
Yeah, I hope so. You know, it's very strange for, well, actually, back then, it wasn't that strange to have really cute girls in the guitar business. I remember Jackson had a rep who was like really, really gorgeous.
Uh-huh.
And that goes a long way when you're like dealing with gear, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
It
we know
goes a
that
long
in this
way.
business, we you always meet guys very into gear, so
Right.
it's not easy to find girls unless you went out from the studio, the sound studio city, and you went to do the rainbow or the
Right,
whiskey.
right.
That's it.
So it
But
was very strange. It was just very strange to have someone just walk in with no appointment, no, just walked in the door bringing a guitar. So that was wonderful. And you guys really nailed that sound. And I'm not even playing the same guitar. I'm playing, this is a Fender, but it's a Japanese Fender. So this
uh-huh.
one is, I think it's called a modern guitar. And you can get more rock sounds out of this than I
Yes,
guess a normal Strat. And
actually, with humbucker, it has a rounder tone than a three single coil pickup guitar.
yeah, I'm kind of not sure why I brought this today because I know a lot of the tones that you got in the THU pack, you used my Marty Friedman model
Yes,
guitar with my pickups in it. And so this is a little bit different, but like you don't need to have my exact
of
guitar
course.
to make the stuff sound good in this the THU packs that not only my pack but the other ones
Yes.
that they're just really good sounding
And
stuff.
actually, even Kyle from the Tokyo Dope City studio, that we thank, of course, for having us today, prepared the the purple light behind you to match your guitar, but you
Ah,
brought a different one.
but I brought the wrong one. Sorry about that.
No problem. Well, talking about your signature pack, of course, not only we recreated the Tibet sound with that component, but we actually got your inputs to create some amp models. So you're mainly using angle amplifiers, right?
Yes.
So that this kind of high gain sound that you usually use, but of course you needed also a clean tone to make this pack more wider, and more useful for a lot of different styles. So we created mainly four different amps for you. The first one is the Heaven, featuring a pretty clean tone, of course, pure clean. The Devil, the Devil Crunch is already in the angle kind of type of sound, but not with a lot of gain. And of course, the Devil Lead is the highest gain you can get from this pack. And of course, we wanted to tribute your old days, so we create this tornado head that is it's more Marshallese kind of type of sound that the amps that we all used back in the 80s and early 90s before many other brands came on the market. So amp wise, this pack is really complete because we have all the tones you could need from clean to very high gain. And of course, we put some cabinets in it. We had a few cabinets that we created on purpose for you, three different cabinets, and a bunch of other effects, like you can have this extra cabinet, an EQ, a delay, acoustic guitar simulator, a couple of compressor, noise gate, chorus, and reverb. So all the effects that let you get this pack without getting the full version of THU and being able to create any tone you could need. So we suggest you guys to check out on Overloud THU website this pack. Of course, you can download for to try it for a week or so. So then you can decide to keep it or not. And of course, you will because you just listen to Marty playing it and it's sounding amazing. If you want to play something else, of course, feel free. It's a pleasure listening to you playing.
Oh, it's my pleasure to play. Let me try something else too. Let's go to that other lead sound that you had. I tried to do something cool at the end, and I totally blew it.
You never blew it, of course.
I was
Every
gonna do something. Sometimes, you know what I mean. You take a risk, and then
you take a leap.
take a leap. Yeah, but yeah, what I was trying to show is I like the way it allows you to sing with the notes. You know, it allows you to not have time to breathe with the notes, and it allows you to have time to sing with the notes. I mean, it allows you to like do some talking with the guitar. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. Also because, as you said before, we created these presets using your signature guitar. So with hotter and sharper pickups. But anyway, even though in this moment you have less gain than usual, you're able to have a great sustain anyway. And this is also thanks to your fingers, of course.
Yeah, but I mean, yeah, that's a good point. I mean, I think it's kind of a lucky thing that I didn't bring my own guitar, because this might give you more of an example of what people who don't have my guitar
Of course.
are going to sound like, I guess. Yeah, as you say, my guitar has more of a louder, heavier sounding. The pickups that are in my guitar, my own signature pickups, these are a little bit more relaxed, so it's got a different sound. But everybody's is different, and
Of
they
course.
all will react differently within this within the plugin. So yeah, I think it's cool. I think it's cool. What's the name of this preset that we're on?
This is
Amagi Goe. Amagi Goe. Maybe I should play the song.
Yeah, absolutely. Feel free. We love
And
to
maybe-
hear you playing.
And maybe if there's anyone in there with any questions, I'm more than happy to
Okay.
try to answer them. But let's try. I'll play Amagi Goe and use the Amagi Goe settings. All right, ready?
Cool.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Wow, great. I really love this song. Thank you very much for playing it.
Thank you.
Cool. And of course, we have many, many, many comments. The most popular is I love you, Marty, of course.
Ah, everybody's
then
too nice.
then we have, of course, people talking about your this pack. And of course, this guy says the devil looks like the Angle Inferno, and actually, that was we've been inspired from. And he said, and the tornado looks like the Great Blue Voodoo, of course. We actually studied a lot your actual gear also in the past, so that's what we did. Then we have a question about the story.
What happened with the Fernandez guitar? I still have it. That's like the only one guitar that I really have any kind of personal attachment to. I'm never one of those types where I love this guitar. I can't live without it type of thing. The reason for that is because I get my guitars made by Jackson, and they're all absolutely top flight, top class guitars. You know, if one were to just happen suddenly disappear, the next one off the rack is equally as good. So there's no real reason to get any kind of romantic feelings towards one guitar. But that Fernandez, I'll tell you why I kept it, is because after I finished Scenes, I love this guitar sound. This is amazing. So I talked to the folks at Fernandez, and they made me an exact replica of that same guitar.
Yeah.
They made me a copy of it in every detail. The color was different, but everything was detailed to every single spec. And it sounded close, but it didn't sound exactly the same. And it almost as good, but it didn't have that magic. So I'm like thinking, you know what? This is the type of thing that even if the top guitar luthiers tried to make this guitar, they can't copy it. So I'm going to keep this one guitar. And that's the only guitar that I really have from my whole career that I've really hanged on to. So I still have it. I don't know where it is. It's in a lockup. I have a bunch of lockups in Japan, and depending on where I'm recording or playing live or whatever, we get guitars from them. So I'm not exactly sure where it is, but I own it.
Then we have another question for you, more technical wise.
Have I been influenced by gypsy guitar players and gypsy guitar players, not only in an arpeggio way, but just in a basic way, because I just love the type of melodies that you hear in gypsy music, and the motifs. It's very kind of. Can you go back to that clean sound, please? I'll show you something that's from kind of a gypsy song. That type of thing. I love those gypsy motifs. They're kind of characterized by a minor feeling, but they often have they use a lot of accidental notes, like major sevenths and major sixths in a minor and things like that. And those type of motifs really influenced me. Love gypsy music, not only guitar, but Eastern European melodies and Italian melodies, and I'm very much into that type of thing.
Cool. Then we have a rig question for you.
I assume everybody can read this, so I don't have to read it out loud.
Yes.
Absolutely don't. I don't remember what rig I was using yesterday. And if I remember correctly at that time, like on every album since then, what happens is we just have tons of amps in a room, and a tech is going from one to the other. And it's a different room from where I'm sitting. I'm sitting in the control room with the engineer, and I'm just playing until they found something that I think works for whatever song is happening. So, there's be no way to know what it was, but I can tell you they all sounded similar, and I think I used a Bogner a lot on those tours, and what else was I'm not sure, to be honest with you, and it really kind of was more the work of the techs and the engineers who can get a good sound out of good equipment, and using my ear. I'll just keep playing until I think, okay, that's the one that's going to go in this song, and usually, hopefully, they do that before I show up, so I don't have to sit around playing for nothing. I don't like. Stefano knows this better than anybody else. I don't like to try to work on getting tones, because then what am I playing for? I'm trying to perform. I'm trying to play melodies. I'm not trying to test things out. And it's a different mindset. You have to have a special talent for knowing what you're looking for in certain frequencies and how amps are configured. And I don't have that. I'm just trying to think of melodies. And so I just know, no, this doesn't sound right. This sounds right. That doesn't help the engineers very much.
Yeah, absolutely.
So so hopefully they got a lot of that tech stuff done before I show up, and I rarely know what the amps are doing.
Anyway, the tones you have today are very good, because we have comments like that.
Oh, thank you very much, Papa Paul. Yeah, I think it sounds great. I mean, right now I'm playing with backing tracks from my albums and stuff, but when you're in the studio working on music from zero up, from the beginning up, you can really find different sonic places where all the different patches go, and it's kind of a more realistic representation than just sticking this into a track that's already made.
Yes.
So once you start making your own tracks with these, blending one patch with another patch, then you can start to really see the quality that goes into this type of plug-in system. This is just a chance for me to meet everybody here and play for you guys.
Of course.
But once you start tweaking them to make them their kind of your own, you start with my sounds there, and then you tweak and make your own a little bit more, and you blend them. That's when you get your own personality with it, I think.
Yes. Another question?
Terrifying melodic soul, beautiful and terrifying. I like that. Yeah, I don't know. I just love music, and I love the fact that I'm able to play music for people, and that keeps me inspired. And actually, right now, I'm working on a new album, and it's interesting that we're talking about scenes, because of all the albums I've made, and the solo albums is 14 right now. So of all of them, people are most often say, when are you going to do the next scenes album?
Yeah.
And
okay.
I don't like to revisit anything that I've already done and do another one, because it's there. Sure. But the closest thing I could say is the one I'm working on right now is kind of a very modern version of scenes, with everything that I've grown since then, and all that I've learned since then, and all that I've been influenced by, many changes of life since then. So anyone who liked the Scenes album will hopefully be on board for this new album that will be done by the end of the year. And I'm actually going to Italy to record my guitar tracks for it. I'm about halfway done now. I did half my guitar tracks in Italy. Where in Italy did we record those, Stefano?
We were in Verona.
In Verona, a
Yes.
beautiful city, and that's Romeo and Juliet city, right?
Yeah, right.
Yeah, so I was feeling very romantic, and we did half the guitar tracks last year, and we're going to finish the rest of the guitar tracks this year. So and it'll come out in the early spring next year. So yeah, hope you enjoyed it. If you like scenes at all, this is definitely the one.
Wow, cool. Very cool. We can't wait. And maybe we can also anticipate to especially Italian people, that you're going to do a couple of clinics as well in early December after recording in Verona.
Right.
So you're going to do a clinic in Verona and another one in Turin.
Yeah.
So stay tuned, guys, because you can see Marty live here in Italy, or you can fly from wherever in the world to come to
Yeah.
Italy. You visit a nice country and you meet Marty.
Well, if you're gonna, yeah, there's
Better than that.
nothing better than Italy. I'm telling you. I'm also gonna. If you're in America, I'm gonna be doing that rock and roll fantasy camp
Yeah.
with Zach Wild and Mike Portnoy, and we can actually form a band together with all of you guys. So that's in November, and before that, I'm going to be playing 2 festivals in India. Oh wow, I should. We're live. I'm not even supposed to announce that yet, so you didn't hear that. But
okay.
yeah, it's coming soon, and yeah, the main thing is I'm working on the record, and that's what's going on.
Great, great. So, more music. What do you think? You
Yeah,
wanna play
maybe we
another
can
song?
do one more song.
Yeah.
And
You can play one more song, and then we can say goodbye. Say goodbye to all the people following us. But
great.
first,
Thank you for following us, and I hope you enjoy this THU set. I'm really honored that they went out of their way to, make it something that I'm proud of, and they did great work on it. So I really hope you enjoy it. So I'm gonna play Self Pollution, and please please enjoy.
last more thing I wanted to say.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Is that you can get your signature pack and any other THU product for your iOS devices as well. So you can bring your tone on your iPhone or iPad as well, and they sound exactly the same. So guys, go get them. Okay.
That was very important. That was absolutely necessary. So we're leaving as soon as I finish playing, right?
Well, we just say goodbye to the people after the song. So.
All right. Thank you very much. I'm going to try to play Self Pollution. All right. Here we go.
Sorry, we can't hear you. The microphone is off.
We need to get a little balance here. I can't hear the
Yeah.
track.
Okay.
So
Let me just play it through just real quick.
I can't hear the track.
Ah, yeah, great, Marty. In the meantime, I just want to show you a few comments like that,
Oh, nice.
like
Now, this
that,
is not my studio. I can't take credit for it. It's Kyle's beautiful studio. Thank
that,
you very much, you guys. You guys are too kind.
that, and of course, as usual,
Yeah, yeah, as usual.
as usual. So, thank you very much, Marty. It was a real pleasure meeting you again and listening to you live playing your new THU pack. So, of course, we invite all of you guys getting a try to this new incredible THU pack. You're gonna have a lot of fun trying all Marty's effects, amps, and cabinets and stuff. And of course, feel free to send us your feedback. And we can't wait to have you in Italy, Marty, in early December.
Yep.
So thank you, guys. Thank you. There were a lot of people connected listening to you. So thank you very much for giving us your time, and see you all very soon. Thank you very
Thank you
much.
very much. Thank you very
Bye
much. See you
bye.
again soon. Bye bye.
Bye.
Ciao.